Hello there and welcome to this video, which is going to be looking at the displacement reaction of the halogens. So you should know the halogens are group 7 and they contain chlorine, iodine, bromine and fluorine. One thing you need to remember before you can do any balancing equations involving those is that all of those halogens are diatomic, so they go around in pairs. So you've got fluorine, F2, you've got chlorine, Cl2, you've got bromine, Br2 and you've got iodine, I2. So if you get a question like this that says lithium bromide LiBr displaces chlorine to form lithium chloride and bromine, and they give you the actual compounds lithium bromide and lithium chloride, it should be fairly straightforward. So let's have a look how you do that then. So the first thing you need to do is take the information out of the question. So it tells us we've got LiBr, which is lithium bromide. It says displaces chlorine, so we know we're reacting it with chlorine. You've got to remember it's diatomic, so it's Cl2. To form, that means you've got your arrow, and then we've got lithium chloride, LiCl, and then bromine, again it's a halogen, so it goes around in pairs, so it's Br2. Your next step is to count up how much you've got on either side. So I've just got the one lithium and the one bromine, and I've got two chlorines on the left. On the right I have one lithium, two bromines and one chlorine. So what I need to do now is choose one of the compounds that's unbalanced. So as you can see here, I have one bromine on the left and two on the right. So that's this compound, lithium bromide, and then I've got two chlorines on the left and one on the right. So that's this one here. So I'm going to choose this one to get it balanced, and I'm going to double it because I've got one bromine, I need two, so I'm going to put a 2 in front here. If I do that, you can see my lithium has doubled to 2 and my bromine has doubled to 2. My bromine is now balanced. However, the lithium isn't. I've got 1 on the right, and chlorine isn't. I've also got 1 on the right. Conveniently, both of those are in the same compound. So if I double that, you can see here I've got 2 of everything now. It's all balanced, and my equation is correct. Now that's all well and good if you're actually given the compounds and the formulas of them in the question. What happens if you had something like this that said chlorine, a green gas, is more reactive than bromine and will displace it from lithium bromide solution to form an orangey brown liquid. Write the balanced equation with state symbols. If you get something like this, you've got to go into a bit more detail and how you figure it out. So remember that first rule, that the halogens are diatomic. That's the key bit that you need to remember before you can do anything else. So chlorine is Cl2 and bromine is Br2. So we can start off with writing out the word equation. So chlorine plus lithium bromide, which is what I'm reacting with the chlorine with. And then because it's a displacement reaction, which you've been told in the question, what you need to do is you swap the endings around. So the bromide turns back to bromine and the chlorine turns into a chloride and is attached to the lithium. So my products are lithium chloride and bromine. So once you've got that word equation, you can now use it to make your symbol equation. And now to work out the actual formula of lithium bromide, you need to know what the actual charges are. Now chlorine is in group 7, so it gains 1 negative electron and becomes Cl-. Bromine is also in group 7, becomes Br-, and lithium is in group 1, so it loses a negative electron and becomes Li+. If you're not sure how I did that, check the video and that will tell you how to find the formula. So we know chlorine is Cl2, we know lithium is Li+ and bromine is Br-, so we cancel out the charges, and therefore I'm just stuck with lithium bromide LiBr because it's already balanced. So I have Cl2 plus LiBr. I do the same with lithium chloride. I have Li+ and Cl-. It's already balanced, so I don't need to do anything, so my formula is LiCl. And then bromine we know is diatomic, so it's Br2. All that's left then is to balance it. So if I have a look at the number of chlorines, lithiums and bromines on either side, I have 2 chlorines, 1 lithium and 1 bromine. And on the right hand side I have 1 lithium, 1 chlorine and 2 bromines. And as I showed you in the earlier part of the video, all we need to do is double the LiCl, which gives me 2 chlorines and 2 lithiums on the right, and then double the LiBr. By doing that, I get 2 of everything and it's all balanced. Now the question also asks for state symbols, so it's important to remember to put that in. So it tells you in the question chlorine is a green gas, so you can put that in there. And then lithium bromide is a solution, which is AQ for aqueous. Lithium chloride is going to be the same, and bromine, in this case, it tells you it's an orangey brown liquid, so your state symbol is L. You get 1 mark for the reactants, 1 mark for the products, 1 mark for the state symbols, and 1 mark for it being balanced. Right guys, that ends this part of the video. What I'd like you to do is go back to the balancing equations for displacement reactions video and have a go at the review section. If you click on the link here, it'll take you straight back to it, but you can close the tab. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click on the subscribe button down below, visit the website, and you can find me on Facebook and Twitter.